Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We're testing the mic before we commence our lecture. Today's lecture. Yeah. So testing. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Krakow's Nutritional Channel, and welcome to Ime Baku's class. My name is Ime Baku, and I'm the host of this podcast. And this podcast is about bringing knowledge to my people in Nigeria. And I've decided to dedicate my time to explain some of the things that is afflicting our people in Nigeria um, in the most easy and most understandable way possible. Because in our country, our people, especially the older generation, the older folks, they are going through a lot of things that some of the quote unquote doctors in Nigeria don't seem to have solutions to. And the reason for that is sometimes the people sometimes the people, when they go to these doctors, they will explain to these doctors what their problems are or what the problem is. But the doctor, instead to sit the patients down and have a one-on-one conversation with the patients, will rather be quick to prescribe a drug to that patient. The doctor will not want to find out what could be the root cause of the patient's problem, why the person is at his or her hospital. And I have chosen to host this podcast in Pidgin English. The reason also for that is Pidgin English is the language we use every day in Nigeria to transact business and to communicate with each other. And most of our people in the rural areas of our country don't really understand the Queen's language. So if I'm if when it's to explain something as important and serious as health to the people, I think it's best we explain and talk about such a thing in the language everybody in the language that's associated with the people. Yeah. And before I commence this podcast, there is a routine I've introduced to it. I love to do what I term a small rituals to purify the whole setup and to purify, to help to ask the cosmos to protect us and guide us through, to see us through to the end of each lecture or lesson. So this is what I do. I light a search to purify the studio, which I term the sanctum, and then we do a short prayer. Yeah. May the divine essence of the cosmos sanctify this attunement of self with the celestial sanctum and guide us through and protect us and give us the knowledge and understanding to decode what we are about to discuss in this episode. So much it be. Yeah, now we can begin. In the previous, this is the third episode, and I don't scream. I don't want to scream. If I'm not audible enough, please do yourself the favor to increase the volume on whatever gadget you're using to view me. So without wasting much time, let's dive into today's discussion. Let's switch to pidgin. Waiting to happen, my people. How na day, how life. My name still remain Ime Bakun. I may still be the host of this podcast. This podcast be say They get things where they do our people. I don't explain to now before in previous episodes. This now the third episode. So things they do us where we say when we carry our body go hospital, some doctors go they use grammars where no get anything to do with us. To they explain those things give up to us. So me come see say, no be everybody they understand these grammars for our Niger country. Because you get villages in Niger where we say if you enter there, go blow grammar, people go to lick you, say waiting they happen. But these so-called sicknesses and diseases, no, they only affect people where don't sabi to this blow British English, all these problems they mostly affect our rural people. The reason we say our rural people they na them be the easiest people where you fit convince. Now I go into that conviction area. So me come feel say it dey appropriate, say it dey okay if I fit come here, come create like this podcast like this, then go dey explain some of the things to the people in pidgin English. So na im be this show. But I don't try to talk about the cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system be say anything where get to do with your blood, your heart, your blood, and waiting how the blood they take move inside your body. Now him be the cardiovascular system. I go fit do small summaries in case you know been, but if you know been watch that video, I'll go say make you go back, go watch that video because I've been talk about high blood pressure. Then before I been go talk about high blood pressure, waiting they mostly cause some. I've been explained to now. They say the cardiovascular system, which is nothing other than your heart, your blood, and how your blood they move inside your body. Now you call cardiovascular system. You know, say all these heavy grammar they confuse some of our people. So I could call them when I call them use heavy grammar column. I could try use pidgin to like column to make we understand what they happen. So today I've been promising I say I could talk about diabetics because now the two most important things where the two worry our people in Nigeria be that high blood pressure and diabetes. And some of our people they waka around, they waka about for Nigeria. They know they understand waiting be they know say one say their blood pressure they high. Two, they know say they get diabetics. Three, they know say they get things like sleep apnea, which I could talk about in some episode later. And before I continue, I want make you understand say high blood pressure and diabetes, they be like brother and sister. They get connection. This one is connected to this one. This one is related to this one. They get, they get relationship. So if you suffer one, this one fit lead to this one fit lead to this one. But the yoga pata pata where they cause these things, I don't tell una yesterday when I was trying to explain to una in the simplest form possible waiting they cause high blood pressure. Say waiting they cause these things now food. Now I make before I go into diabetics today, I for like make we talk about the human body, the digestive system. The digestive system means say the process of you putting food into your mouth, chewing the food goes through your this thing, when your esophagus enters your stomach, till you come pop, come shit the remaining the unwanted one out. So we could talk about that because you know could just understand diabetics if you know talk about the digestive system and no understand how food they move inside your body and waiting they happen inside your body when food enters your mouth. From the moment where food enter your mouth, we supposed understand waiting they happen. Because by you understanding waiting they happen in your mouth, now it go help you understand the type and the kind food where you suppose put inside your body. Because everything where you could suffer at the end, every end result, everything where you could suffer, be it high blood pressure, be it diabetes, be it Alzheimer, be it glaucoma, be it even HIV, be it cancer, be it anything you could suffer. It could start the root start cause could be from waiting you put inside your mouth. Now, some people fit say those things, say genetic, this thing plays a part. Yes, genetic mutation plays a part. What I mean by genetic mutation is you don't say, I don't tell them, say all these heavy grammar, they confuse people. What I mean by genetic mutation be say, if they then say your parents fit pass some things give you, yeah, in the micro this thing level. Say your parents fit pass something. Sure, I'm not gonna dispute that. I'm not disputing that. If your parents were smoking, if your parents been they live a bad life, and this life where they been they live been also affect, been alter their DNA, alter their cells, do some things inside your body. Sure, if that life been damaged their gene, sure, your parents are gonna pass that gene give you. But you yourself, if you figure out, say, okay, I am not smoking. I eat well. I sleep well. I don't have stress. I don't do all these things. I try to follow God, the way God programmed you to live on this planet. Say you they try to live by God's rules and by God's this thing design. But you see, say you still get problem. You can clean those cells. You can clean those cells. Your parents don't pass anything genetically give you. That's a lie. What your parents pass give you on a bad habit, period. And you can change to that bad habit. You can change, you can reverse those bad habits. So without wasting much time, we could start with energy. Because me wey dey yarn so na energy. I dey talk to you, I dey use energy, I dey burn energy. You go see very soon I go begin sweat by way of ATP. I go begin sweat because I'm burning energy. And as I dey speak, they give you now, I am creating waste product. That waste product or those waste product na im go come out of my body in form of sweat. E be like you start a car, the car engine go combust, internal combustion go take place, something go come out for the exhaust pipe. Na exactly the same thing where they happen now. As me they tell you something now, I am burning energy. I am combusting. My cells are rubbing against each other. It's common sense. See, all these things where people they go school, go get doctorate, get PhD, get master. See, you don't normal sense of it, you don't need all those things. Now ways where people where feel say they smarter than you, they use collect money from you. Do they teach you, say yes, you no. Look at me as I'm talking, my mouth is moving, right? What is my mouth? Waiting there, my mouth. My mouth no be anything other than cells. So these cells are rubbing against each other. Now in they make me able to speak. My tongue is rubbing against the top of my mouth and everything. My body is moving. My cells are rubbing against each other and creating friction. And this friction is generating heat. So this residual heat could be something where if you use like a thermal camera, look at me now, like this camera where fit see heat, invisible light, in invisible spectrum and all that. If you use such a camera, they look at me now, you could see heat, they escape from my head now. So as me they talk to you now, they burn energy. Maybe waiting I've been one tell on be that today. But before we continue, maybe we go do some commercial. Be right back. So welcome back, welcome back. Where we have been stopped, I've been one tell on us say everything where we they do na energy we they use. And all of us they use the main source of energy where they give life on this planet. Our ancestors been given name, they call them God. But the main source of energy for every living thing on this planet is the sun. Without the sun, nothing go exist, nothing go live on this planet. No living beings go be on this planet. It could only be rocks. I'm sure even without the sun, those rocks could be ice. So the main source of energy are the sun. So the sun now they give us energy. We move. I'm trying to go tell you what in the I'm gonna talk about diabetes. But first, I want try to break things down so that before you go hospital, you want go have conversation with a doctor, you at least have a small idea, get small knowledge. It's waiting you fit ask your doctor. So that if your doctor no tell you waiting, he suppose tell you the appropriate my man, I want to use every grammar. If your doctor no tell you the right things, you could fit ask him question. So the sun, nine they give us the nine be the main source of energy on this planet. And our source of energy, other than next to the sun, after the sun, the next source of energy where we as human, where we they get our next source of energy now, from plants. Now the plants could take this energy from the sun, then go convert this energy. They call these things photosynthesis. They could store this energy in glucose molecules inside themselves. I mean the plant. They could convert the energy. They call Oyibo call them photosynthesis. They could store the energy inside glucose molecule. Molecules are small, like small holding things like pots or na small vessels. So like small bottles, let's just say small bottles inside the plants. They could store this energy from the sun, convert this energy into glucose and all those things, and then they could use something we call them chlorophyll. Then they could convert them by way use and make chlorophyll. Now this chlorophyll, now they give the plant the color where you they see them, the display. So animals go come eat the plant. When animals eat the plant, them come create wetin oyibo call protein. When them create this protein, we go eat the plants too, go come absorb, go take this oxygen and this protein from the plant. So which means say the only food where we suppose eat suppose be plant. I will get to that because e get wetin wey we dey do. E get things wey we dey do wey go lead wey dey make us have this kind of conversation. Come sit down here, they talk about diabetes. We don comot from wetin we suppose do, go do wetin we no suppose do. So photosynthesis they happen inside the plants. By the plants they use something where them call chlorophyll to convert the sun's energy into chlorophyll, and then just they store the energy. They just they capture the energy and store them inside themselves. So we the humans go come eat the plants, and cows and goats go eat the plants. But some humans go will kill them cows and them goats, eat them goats and eat them plants and get the protein from the plant where the animals don't eat. But if you look at it, you go see say the protein where a human wey eat goat or cow get from the goat or cow na second hand protein, because the cow been get the real thing from the plant. So the human suppose, common sense suppose tell you say go direct to the source, cut out the middleman being the cow and being the goat. Go get the original protein from the plant. Then you no go get problems, you no go come get unwanted things where you not supposed get inside your body. Maybe we go sell books. When we return, we will continue from where we stop. So we've been talk about eating plants and plants getting their energy from the sun. So when the plants don't make these things, the animals will come eat the plants. We get the glucose. The glucose will be released inside our body. The circulatory system. Remember, say I talk about the circulatory system, which is the blood carrying nutrients and oxygen all over your body. So the glucose where we get from eating the plants will be released inside the cells by way of metabolic oxidation. It will be released inside the body. Then this glucose where they don't be released inside the body will be used by your cells to create something inside in the glucose will be used by something inside your cells called mitochondria to create something called ATP, which stands for triphosphate. ATP, now the ability, now im be the power where they make me the talk now. This the energy. So as me, as the we as the cells they produce this ATP, and me go they burn the ATP, and then the residual this thing where the leftover of the ATP could be acid, could be gas where suppose where could need to leave my body. Then your lymphatic system could they move around your body, they collect these things because your cells be like you, human being. E dey eat, e dey poop, e dey pee. The only difference be say you fit get up, waka, go your toilet, go your bathroom, go pee, go shit, go clean your yansh. But your cells can't do that. Why? Because your cells dey one place. So they go they pee on themselves, then go they poop on themselves. So the only way they suppose them go they clean themselves is by way of the lymphatic fluid, where go waka all over your body. They clean the cells, each and every cell. You go they clean it. They're um like a waste truck, like this truck where they drive every day. They enter street like once or twice every week. They pack up move. They pack up dates back. They pack up the tea where people don't put outside. Now waiting they happen inside the body be that. So when this thing waka pack them, clean these things up, then as me they talk so they generate heat. My lymphatic system, my lymphatic fluid now, they get some things where they inside them with the body, they call them lymph nodes. These lymph nodes are them they power these things. But the main generator house, the main generating house, where they control all these things, where we say no say these things they happen at every given time. Now something where they inside your body then sit on top of your kidney. They call those things the adrenal glands. They sit on inside on top of your kidney. You have two kidney, one on your left and one on your right. And on top of those kidneys are small beans like glands. They call them adrenals. Now these adrenals, now then they control all these actions, all these involuntary actions where you know get power over. You know if it control how these actions they happen inside your body. When we go do small commercials, when we come back, we will continue from there. Just remind me, say we have been stopped, okay? Um waiting be food. Food na anything where go give your body nutrient, it go nourish your body, it go help your body do wetin your body suppose do, it go help you move, it go help you live and just everything else. Now e get three parts, if you say food, like you bring like food, you bring a plate of food. You get three types of three parts inside that food. Like say you make a plate of food. Three types of food they inside that plate of food. You can divide that plate of food into three categories. Number one is carbohydrate. Number two is lipid. They call them lipid. Number three is protein. Now carbohydrate be starch, things like rice, beans, yam, gari, fufu, and all those things. Lipid be fat, things like avocado, palm oil, all those things. Protein be proteins be acid. Proteins na amino acid inside your body where they say I don't want jump, I don't want jump this thing. So carbohydrates, lipids, and protein. Carbohydrate are starch, complex starch and soluble starch. And then rice beans, I don't give an example. Lipids, fats, and all those things, avocados, palm oil, and all those things, protein, which is amino acids. I know two people don't really understand what in protein be. We just they throw names at so me no know what it be because I don't want to know what it be because me I believe say there is nothing like that. And waiting me I believe be that. So when you chop something, see when you eat something, I don't know whether we could get time talk about that diabetes. Waiting time talk now. I don't know whether we could get time really explain that diabetes, but it better make I dey explain these food things give you. I don't mention carbohydrates, mention lipids, and mention protein, right? And then you come get vitamins and minerals and water and all those things. Yeah, vitamins are basically minerals because if you check the name vital minerals, vitamin comes from vital minerals, meaning important minerals. These are very small, small things, like small, small things where you need your body needs to function every day, like magnesium, potassium. The most important in us Africans, black people, is iron. Is iron because iron is very important for us. I make most of us they get they suffer anemia, sickle cell anemia, blood anemia. Iron they very very important to us Africans. So things like iron, zinc, copper, magnesium, potassium, yeah, and then you get the other ones, the vitamins, the vitamin C, vitamin B, biotin, niacin, all those things, which you will just add names to them. So me no go call those names because I don't know where those names come from. But I can fit use my common sense. They try to tell you where those names comes from. Like you see, say, the reason why I've been say if for good, make our doctors do research based on us, use our environment, use our things, do research, medical research. We say if you check all these names, all these big grammars, you will see say we dey pay homage to gods, to Oyibo gods. Like if you say Ateris, if you go click this thing, you could see say there was a god named Ateris or Ares, all those things. So it be like if I get like Amadioha or an answer or Ogun, then I come look my body, come call one part of my body Dioha, or I come call for one part of my leg Gundi, or for us, the Bibios and Efik, our supreme deity is an answer. I come call my eye answer. Now, so it be, but I don't want to go into all that. So, when you eat something, when you eat something, you get some clans inside. I don't know if I touch this thing. You get some things, these clans, they call them clans. Clans no be anything other than like sacks, small bags, small things. Then they inside each side of your cheeks. Then they produce something where they I'll be right back. Where we go sell some commercials. But remind me where we start with this one talk about the mouth. So that how we food entering your mouth, your stomach. So I'll be right back. When you eat something, that thing could pass through your mouth. The process of you chewing something, food, and swallowing the food is very, very complicated. In fact, it is more complicated than your computer, your phone, because um, remember, say you they breathe. They pass through the same thing whole day inside your neck, where the oxygen where you they breathe they pass through, and food not supposed enter that area. So when you choose something, you get how everything will work inside your mouth. wey could prevent these chunks, tiny chunks of food from entering the air part, the passageway where air dey pass through go to your lungs. In some cases, people could do mistakes, go, maybe you're chewing and talking at the same time, and then one small particle of the food where you don't break down enter your airwaves, you could begin the cough, you could choke immediately, begin to get rid of it. Your body will react to get rid of that thing. So the process of you chewing things, they're very, very complicated. Now, when you chew something, when you chew something, the sacs, you get sacs where they by the side, each side of your checks could release something. These things where we call these things generally saliva. Now this saliva no be anything other than mucus. Mucus on some enzymes. Now, this saliva they help they mix, they help they lubricate this food to they make it easier for you to break them down. And the taste buds where they your tongue could they help to they decide which one where suppose go in and which one where you suppose spit out. Hmm? Now, this saliva go begin, in fact, digestion begins here for your mouth here before it enter your esophagus. As it dey go your esophagus, it go enter your stomach. Now your stomach, e get some sac inside your stomach go produce wetin oyibo call hydrochloric acid. Now this hydrochloric acid, the acid dey very hot. This acid could help mix the chunks of food where you don't eat. Now, when this acid mix the chunks of food where you don't eat, it go like this thing go happen for like I think 30 minutes inside your stomach. You go mix am. E get something, e get valve where they on top of your, at the beginning of your stomach and at the down end of your stomach. Two valve, non-return valve, where we say this one on top opens in one direction, the other one opens in the other direction. So when it opens like this, food goes in, it will close. It will prevent the food from going back up. But sometimes if you eat something, if you get problems where we say the acid inside that your stomach come dey too hot, you could begin to affect that valve. You could eat that valve. Now it makes some people go get wetin they call reflux, or sometimes people go get wetin they call hiccups. You could hear somebody go like it means say that valve is affected and say food from your stomach they try to they come back up into your esophagus, which is very bad. Which waiting they cause metabolic acidosis, where I will touch in some episodes later on. Now, when these foods don't they mixed up inside your stomach finish, this food could come empty itself, put inside the first portion of your small intestine, which you call duodenum. Now, duodenum, every of your this thing extraction, every extraction could begin from there. Extraction means say all the ingredients, all the nutrients where your body need, now there your body could begin to comot them, could pick them up from your duodenum to the small intestine. Now there your pancreas could release something where them call insulin. Now, inside your duodenum, now in the conversion they take place from, when you don't chew these things, your body makes them up using this hydrochloric acid. This thing become like pap, like akamu. This thing be like akamu. Now, your body could come convert them into glucose. Then your pancreas could release wetin then call insulin. Now here we go begin talk about diabetics. But before we do that, may we go do another commercial. We'll be right back. Now, Then we go back to remember those two things we have been telling you where sit on top of your in your kidney. They call them adrenal gland. Good. This thing plays a very important role when it comes to you getting diabetics and high blood pressure because now these things now in the send signals give your heart, give your brain to they do some certain actions inside your body. Now, diabetics just don't happen overnight. This not something where could take time. It could take time. They build up, take time before it can happen. Say for us to better understand wetin they cause these things and wetin these things be, we could like to go back do history. Because if we no do history, we no could really understand wetin these things be. Now, wetin I mean by that be say, say Oyibo met us, right, like over 500 and something or 600 years ago. At that time, now Oyibo came to Africa, had contact with us, according to history books, right? Now, at that time, after that time, now they come begin Oyibo come begin to introduce some things, give us some habits where we no been get before. So for you to understand wetin cause all these things, you have to go back to before that time, before we had contact with Oyibo people. So before we had contact with Oyibo people, you could ask yourself, say, how were we living? How we Africans been they live inside Africa? How we, the people in that place they call Nigeria now, how were we living? Waiting we be they eat, which is very important. Waiting we been they eat. When after the power that created us placed us inside that place, waiting that power been placed also inside that place, we been like they serve as food to us. We have to find ways to answer this question. Because when you understand this question now, you could know waiting they cause things like diabetes. Now, like I don't talk, diabetes just don't happen overnight. It takes time for these things to come manifest, to come show itself in form of a full-blown quote-unquote disease. E get something wey they call metabolic acidosis. Metabolic acidosis means say there are two ways, there are two types of chemistry in the human body, the alkaline chemistry and the acid chemistry. So your blood, the blood where they flow inside your body, the acid side is from 7 down, and the alkaline side is from 7 up. But your blood is at 7.45, meaning say your blood they neutral. It's not acidic, it's not alkaline. If your blood is acidic, you will die. If your blood is just one this thing acidic, you will die. If your blood is just 1% up in the alkaline side, you will die. So your blood has to maintain that balance because everything inside your body, everything where you do inside your body is acidic. Even the water where you drink is acidic. So the only thing inside your body that is alkaline, I think, is the saliva. And yeah, I think it's the saliva and the blood. Every other thing inside your body, every action inside your body is on the acidic side of the chemistry. Meaning, say, I make they call your DNA what? DNA is acid. The last word, that A stands for acid. So everything inside your body, then say you need what um protein. Protein, for instance, protein is nothing other than amino acid. They call it the building block of life. Protein is as acid. And all these things are acid. So there are two sides to this chemistry. One is acid and one is alkaline. Now, since everything inside your body is on the acid side of the chemistry, meaning say your body is always, imagine inside your stomach they produce something called hydrochloric acid. So you suppose they eat things because the plants where they in the bush, like the garbage, like the broccoli, like the afang, the erikaiko, these are all alkaline plants. So you suppose, or like the fruits, the apples, the pears, the mangoes, the eben, the papaya, the guava, these are all alkaline foods. So why Did God make these things alkaline? You're supposed to ask that question and you're supposed to understand why. Why did God make these things alkaline? God made these things alkaline for a reason. But if you take machines outside, measure them, they will tell you, say they are acid. No, 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 we are not talking about that, those kind of things. What I mean by alkalinity is when after you don't eat these things and they go inside your body and your body come digest them by way of this or oxidation, this metabolic oxidation come convert them. The leftover wey could remain inside your body, they call them ash. If you taste them, it could be alkaline. Now, why God been create these things and make them alkaline is for a reason. So me personally, I believe say the reason be say God knew that everything inside your body is on the acid side of the chemistry. So you suppose eat alkaline stuff to they go inside your body to they cool these acids down. But we come begin to eat things where we say after this metabolic oxidation, after this digestion, that those things come, the leftover come be also acid. We come they eat things like rice and beans, come they eat animal flesh, they eat chicken, they eat egg, they eat. So these things after metabolic oxidation, they all remains acid. Now, diabetes just don't happen overnight. It takes time before it come manifest. So this acid, coupled with the fact that your body, the working this thing inside your body is acidic already, and then you come they bring in more acid, more leftover things come be acid, and some people know they poop every time they eat because every time you eat you suppose poop. So this acid now don't begin they eat on some things. You know, say waiting acid they do acid they burn things, they corrode things. Waiting I mean by corrode be say acid could make things rust. Like say you put salt on an iron, then you come, acid they make things rust. They corrode things like your acid, like your battery head. That acid there, they make if it make your car not start. So this acid inside your body could come they eat things like this. It could come they affect they eat things inside your body. It could really come affect this adrenal gland. When it affect begin to affect these adrenal glands, it begin to affect your kidney. These adrenal glands no go they able to they control how your pancreas they release insulin again. Now it make the Oyibo come get two types of diabetics. Get two types of diabetics. The one Oyibo call the hypoglycemic and the hyperglycemic diabetes, which is diabetics type 1 and diabetics type 2. Type 1 be, I think, the one where you get too much insulin. Or I don't forget, I don't know, I don't pay. But the two types we say one type be the one where your body know they produce enough insulin because your adrenal glands know they send signals to your pancreas to produce enough insulin. The other one be say you get too much insulin inside your body where we say your cells know they react to the sugar, the glucose where they inside your body. So the insulin still just they know they do what they supposed do, which is to take the glucose, go break the mucous membranes around your cells and drop the glucose inside your cells for the mitochondria to turn it into ATP. So your cells know they react to any of these things. Them go just they. Why? Because your adrenal glands they affected. Why? Because you get too much acid inside your body where they affect these adrenal glands, they affect your kidney. Why? Because you they eat things where go form this acid inside your body. I don't know whether it make sense. Because today, remember say before I begin this episode, when I say everything where you just suffer, now the food where you just chop the cause. So when you eat these kind of things, you know they move, you know they do anything, and you keep eating these things, even when people don't tell you to they stop to they eat these things, you refuse to listen. You keep on eating momo, you keep on eating indomie, you keep on eating plantain, you plantain every day. I'm not saying those things they're bad. You keep on eating gari and fufu every single day. I'm not saying those things they're bad. Those are soluble, these things carbohydrate, starch. Maybe say you suppose they eat them moderately. You're not supposed to eat them like you know how we they eat now. You could enter a restaurant or If we dey do party, one person go sit on a whole plate of pounded yam and soup, and that soup goat meat full inside, cow meat, cow more go just dey. You know how we dey eat now. So when you eat like that, and most people they eat like that every day. Most people feel say because they get money, so when they wake up in the morning, they will eat fried egg, fried plantain, fried yam with tomato, and the combination alone, the combination is very dangerous. Then go use tomato, fried and onions, and fried the egg, and then use yam, and then comes some people go even come put the fried plantain where they put potato and onions and all. Then go come put them on top bread. Can't they eat that? That is very dangerous. If you check the combination, just doesn't make sense. So when you eat these things, but these things could come like leave things could come create things inside your body. We even call them lactic acid. This thing could come create carbonic acid. You know, these things. When you eat these things, they could just come. They leave the residual. This thing, the residue where this thing could leave could be acid. It could come. They affect your adrenal gland. Come. They affect your organs. The organs inside your body. So these your organs no go come. They confused. Imagine say you dey inside room where heat dey. You dey inside room and that room is very hot. You go dey confused. You will be confused yourself inside a heated room. So imagine wetin dey go on inside your body. Your body is well compacted. There is no opening inside your body past your mouth and your anus. The rest everybody dey compacted. So imagine the heat inside. And this heat no dey go anywhere. And this heat no be natural heat wey suppose dey your body. This heat na you cause am. So this heat go dey affect things inside your body. So these organs inside your body go dey confused. They no go know wetin to do again. Dem go dey do wetin dem no suppose do. And then when dem begin do wetin dem no suppose do, these their actions go come manifest in things like diabetes. Where your adrenal glands dem no go come know wetin to do again because your adrenal gland dey so corroded. Acid don eat am sotey acid mucus full inside am. So the adrenal glands no dey send the correct signal again give your pancreas because mucus full inside am. Mucus full inside your kidney. Your kidney no dey fit do the proper filtration wey your kidney been dey when God been create your kidneys to dey do. Mucus dey inside your lungs. Mucus dey inside your liver. But Oyibo could come give am different names to dey confuse you, to dey give you drugs to take. They no go tell you say na the food and the lifestyle where you dey live na im dey cause these things. In the next episode, I go talk about how we fit take prevent these things and how you fit reverse them. Because if the only thing where you no fit reverse, where I know say they're very difficult to heal, na the kidney in a way. But if na your liver, your adrenal glands, your lungs, you can reverse them, meaning say you can get rid of your diabetes. So in the next episode, I will tell you guys all this talk where I don't dey talk the whole time. I no go talk am like that again. I go just go straight to the point, tell una the simple steps where you suppose take in your village, where you suppose take inside that your village bungalow house, inside that your community, where you suppose do wetin you suppose eat, where go clean these things, go remove the mucus where they inside your body. It could burn go calm the acid where they inside your body. Then your diabetes go dey go away. But you could get to listen and pay very close attention and follow the instructions where I go give you. My email address still there under the video. If you have personal questions, big questions where you no want you get questions to ask, you want me to advise you to coach you on how to do this, how to live, go about these things to live a perfect life and like have optimum homeostasis or be at a optimal homeostasis, which is the highest level of health. Send me a message. If you know fit send me a message, write me in any language you fit. I be Nigerian. You see, say I dey speak pidgin. I be Nigerian. Write me in pidgin, no shakings. I go advise you, go get back then to go tell you what you supposed to. Till next time, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm Imi Bako. I will see you in the next episode. Remain blessed and eat healthy. God bless and peace, and I'm out.